Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to do a quick video. I try and keep it quick anyway, just to go through some of the pickups I've got, a couple of like updates, not necessarily like channel updates, but the things on the go outside of pickups. I thought I'd try and cover it all in one fell swoop. But yeah, I hope all is well. It's was it Good Friday today, so like Easter weekend. So I'm fortunate enough to have a few days off back in on Tuesday, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I kind of escaped. Done my DIY for the day, worked through my list of bits, been down the tip. I put together a bit of a bookcase. I've been up ladders, all kinds of stuff. I probably caused more damage than good, but that stuff's done. So now I've got a cheeky beer. I think it's my second or third. It's kind of early evening, sun is shining, so I suppose going outside, I thought I'd just come in a little games corner and do a YouTube vid. But let's crack on. So yeah, first of all, a couple of like gifts really, or kind of exchanges and things. So off the back of the swap shop, this particular tuber, some games that he liked. It was some Game Boy games which I put in his direction, and yeah, it's Galloway Gaming, and yeah, Glenn was nice enough to send something back in return, albeit he totally didn't need to. Being the nice guy he is, he's like, I'll put something in the post, and before I had even a chance to put my hands up, it was already on the doormat. And what he sent me is really kind of funky little handheld. I've had like a few. Was it the weekend before last? I had a bit of time on my hands, so yeah, on an evening, kind of cracked through. But yeah, it kind of emulates, a lot of all the 8-bit consoles, a few like 16 and bit ones as well. It's got some MAME on there, so loads of arcade action. So I was getting stuck into some RoboCop, which is kind of my go-to arcade, or one of my go-to arcade games. So yeah, really cool. I won't open it because all the gubbins in there, but yeah, massive thank you to Glenn. It's a like really cool bit of kit, and yeah, loaded to the hilt with games that keep me bedside table, or now I'm starting to commute a bit more and get out into the world for work and unexciting stuff. So with that by my side, it's yeah, nice little games catalogue to play with. So yeah, thanks a million, Glenn, and anyone I kind of mention as I go through. I'll put details below, as I kind of always tend to do in the description. So if you don't already watch their channels, then of course go and jump in. So there was that piece. Big Game Al kind of links to the next one. So he's selling off parts of his collection. I think certainly parts of his GameCube collection. So I saw a few bits go up, and there was one particular game I had my eye on, and yeah, he did me a belting. I don't like to get into people abusing it, but I don't get into prices and stuff, particularly when it relates to kind of YouTube mates or mates in general. But in my opinion, it was a very good price for Asterix and Obelix. I don't know in terms of Roman numerals. The XS is 20 something or other. But yeah, game I haven't got like loads and loads of GameCube games. I'm trying to zoom in on particular ones that kind of take my fancy. I've seen a lot of the Asterix games on like the Switch. They seem to be getting quite a few outings recently. There's like oodles of them. So thought I'd start with this one. But it looks you're going to get some glare, as you always do in this well lit room. But yeah, I thought I'd get stuck into that. But yeah, thanks a million, Al. Really appreciate it, mate. And then yeah, I guess a couple of bits of news. So first one, your YouTube of the month for April, which was yeah, kind of blew my mind. So I'd put it like incredible amount of thanks to everyone that that voted. Didn't think I'd kind of make it through the crowd. I was up against some phenomenal other channels that Thunder Moose had put up as well. So 4 other really cool channels. So yeah, it blew my mind. So cheers so much for the support. I'll genuinely will intend to do more of the same. The channel, I'm just having a bit of a laugh doing it. shits and giggles, to be frank. Nothing too serious, because that's what, you know, work and other parts of my life is about. This is just it's a hobby, and just meeting, you know, some bit cheesy but like-minded enthusiasts that are into their game and out for a bit of banter, and, you know, kind of swap, exchange games, or, you know, thoughts of toys, you know, not just exclusively on games. And then all, you know, all is good. So, but yeah, no, thank you. And yeah, kind of continued thanks to, you know, Stuart Generation Pixel for, you know, picking up the mantle for YouTuber of the month, or running that YouTuber of the month for 2022. I think he's doing a really good job, and I think, you know, people are kind of, you know, back on board of it and giving it the support that, you know, that it's kind of entitled to. And it, I know people have kind of mixed views, but ultimately, if it can help, you know, some smaller channels and give people some exposure, then that's got to be a good thing, right? Even if there are some, you know, dickheads that piss around with fake accounts or whatever other crap it kind of gets involved in. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. Other cool little bit of news. Yeah, I got asked to write an article for a bit of a fanzine, Evercade Evolution magazine. So I'm into my Evercade. I think it's a good, originally handheld. Now, you know, through the VS, it's obviously more of a kind of a plug-in system. For me, it's kind of opened my eyes a little bit to, you know, a few systems, or you know, publishing houses, or, you know, developers of which I may, you know, haven't played their games previously. Perhaps I never would have done, because, you know, certain systems are maybe a bit inaccessible. The games might be a bit inaccessible. So for me, you know, it's value for money. I know people kind of have a little bit of moan about the screen and the handheld and other things like that, but you pay for what you get what you pay for, and about 50 quid or whatever for the handheld, and, you know, like between, it was about 18 quid or 19 quid for a set of games, in my opinion, isn't too bad when you're getting manuals and physical carts and all the rest of it. Now I've got the VS. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm rambling, as I tend to do. There is a magazine. The latest one is like issue 4. It's run by kind of the Evercade's fan group. This is the unofficial Evercade group, which is on Facebook. But they have been pushing out a really kind of top quality magazine. I was asked to do a bit of a mini kind of interview stroke Q&A. And then off the back of that, I did like a bit of a, you know, fantasy cart. You know, what cart would I like to see, even if it was beyond the realms of anything, you know, realistic or, you know, likely to happen. So a fantasy cart, and then ended up reviewing a cart as well. So a few articles, and so now I'm part of the team of Evercade Evolution mag. So this is issue 4. Again, I'll leave links below. It's available on Amazon. There's been scrupulous arseholes on eBay basically doing markup on it, as people that do bloody markups and everything. But if you want it for the best price, get it through Amazon. It's cheap as chips. You know, digital version, you pay a little bit more. It's about 7 quid in the UK, posted for you know, the hard copy. But in my opinion, I mean, it's the content quality, obviously, but in terms of the, you know, the kind of the paper, the GSM or whatever it is, I think it's, you know, it's up there with you know, dare I say it, with the retro game. It's got a really nice feel. It's fulfilled through, you know, Amazon, through their kind of print, you know, distribution. But yeah, I kind of caught the inner workings of the crack team behind this, and it's, you know, they are enthusiasts. It's obviously not their full-time job. They make sweet FA from it, a few pence. You know, in the past, I think they put price up slightly for this, just so they can you know, come up with some, you know, competitions and other things. So kind of reinvesting back into the magazine, and then also the proceeds for this one are going to go to Gaming Grandad Stroke Association. It's almost like in his honour, go to that, which is really cool. So yeah, again, I'll put links below, but yeah, check it out. Yeah, let us know your thoughts. Hopefully you enjoy it. And then, yeah, so jumping around a hell of a lot now, but like last weekend, I went to Norwich for like Saturday and Sunday, and attended the OLL'22 kind of gaming expo, and it was pretty well done in kind of an exhibition centre, a little bit off the beaten track. It wasn't in the city; it was to the west of the place. But yeah, it was like really good. It wasn't, you know, inundated with, you know, too many sellers. There were some sellers there, and I've got some pickups, but also there was a lot of hands-on, you know, gaming. There was like a kind of computing museum there that brought along at least 30-40 systems going through the ages. Some of them, you know, some rarities in there which you could kind of just, all of them you could have a play with. All of them had at least one game rigged up. All, you know, all were on and powered up, and you could just go around at your leisure. So that was cool. There was a kind of YouTube kind of, you know, panels or YouTube related panels. There's other you know, panels. There was a kind of Super Smash Brothers tournament. Yeah, all kinds of stuff on the go. And I was kind of spent a fair bit of time with James for ItsMuchMore, and Al from Gamesreup. They were kind of having a collaboration, a bit of a partnership piece, which was basically a gaming area where they were doing like Daytona competitions. They had, you know, like some pretty amazing, you know, unofficial, non-release games for the Dreamcast. They had like Guitar Hero in the corner, and it was just a, you know, free for all. For the thing, you pay to get in, and once you're in, you can kind of, yeah, just do what you want to. So it was awesome to meet those guys. I did a stream last night on ItsMuchMore's channel talking a bit more about the event. Perhaps I'll zip up right here, right now, and if you want to go and, you know, get our thoughts as to what we thought of the event, and it was the first one they've ever done, and perhaps how it could be further improved, then check that out. But I thought it was, yeah, it was pretty awesome, really good fun, and good to get out of the house and meet some people. So you met a few tubers this year, and it's just been, yeah, it's been really cool, really cool. So what did I pick up? Yeah, not like a few bits, and it was all fairly, you know, good. I guess good prices. There was a couple of bits from this stall in the middle, and to be honest, I'm not entirely sure the guy knew the price or the value of some of the stuff he was flogging. Some things were really a bit overpriced, but he had a whole set of Mega Drive games, and I've had bad timing, but I literally just turned up, was looking around, this guy, I'm hoping he wasn't a bloody scalper, but he probably was literally just carrying about 30 games, and as he was picking them up, the guy behind the stall was literally just, I've got getting more stuff from underneath, and we're talking, you know, a couple of quid, $5 for some, you know, some Mega Drive titles I picked up. I've got one in here. But yeah, so it was that stand, and then a couple of other sellers. So literally no particular order, and some of it's a bit random stuff, to be honest. But from Game or Wii U, screen protector, I think it was like £1 with a pen or whatever. It's more for just, yeah, I've got a couple of like Wii U's, but get something on the screen. I thought that's no harm in doing that. Again, it was like 50p or £1. DS little pouch, sticking with the carrier theme when I'm visiting my mates with my Wii console, a wee little rucksack, which is quite cool because it could double up as a bit of a cycle bag. Yeah, pretty hot. I think this was about £6 or something, but I think it's been used. It's got all the original bits inside, like the old little sachets, keep it dry and all that kind of malarkey, and all the inserts. So yeah, I was quite chuffed with that. Just a bit random, a bit different. I thought I might already have this, but I came back and I checked. I've got a different version of it, but it's Guitar Hero for the DS on tour. So you've got the basically the thing into your hands, and then with one hand you've got the DS in the other. Yeah, a bit of a novelty thing. I think that was like a £5. This was the Mega Drive game. I think it was it £9? Ren and Stimpy. But nice, yeah, nice condition. It's missing the hang tap at the top. So I whacked it on Instagram. I've never played it, but a few people came out and said, "Oh, it's actually quite a decent bit of fun, a decent game." So I'm looking forward to giving that a bit of a go. But I certainly enjoyed the cartoon back in the day. It was so surreal. I think it was like Nickelodeon for kids. It was just a bit mind blowing. But I mostly loved it. Yeah, loved it growing up. I've got a couple of boxed Game Gear games. Shinobi. So I got the loose cart already. This is like these two are like £20. Whether or not maybe that is kind of the going rate, with a nice condition, all complete. So I grabbed them. Shinobi is a bit different from the Master System version. It's got its own version for the Game Gear. So I picked that up. Really don't know much about this one, Axe Battler. Guessing it's a bit like, you know, Golden Axe Warriors, a bit of an, I don't know, an RPG kind of feel to it, like a top-down thing. But again, I thought I'll just yeah, jump on that. Can't go wrong, I don't think, for that kind of money for a bit of cardboard that's, you know, over 20 years old. But we'll see. These two, I think this one was like 75p, and the one after was a quid. So the first, so Let's Tap. My disc is knackered on this one, but this is the game where you basically excuse me, you put the Wii remote. You can use like it sounds random, like a cereal box or like a tissue box, and then there's games on screen such as like Jenga, Car Wars outside in Deepest Essex. So apologies for the beeping. But yeah, you can play like Jenga. There's like kind of an asteroids type game, but you've got it's quite sensitive on the Wii remote. You've kind of got to tap it, as in the name, to work your way through the levels. So a bit of a party game, to be honest. This one pops up a fair bit. Again, I've never played it, and the people always mention the same thing, which I'm going to mention. Oh, it's attached to Steven Spielberg. Boom blocks even. But again, for, I don't know if it is, yeah, it's a quid. I thought, oh, you know, Wii games are fairly cheap anyway, but oh, it's not one I've got, so I thought I'd give that a go. Can't remember the price of this. This is more than the others, I'm sure. Road Rash 2. But again, nice copy. Really nice manual. I'm guessing it's got every language under the sun because it's super thick. But nice manual, nice cart. Got the funky yellow EA bit on the corner. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that was the OLL pickups. I'd say it wasn't many stands. We're going to bounce around the generations now, but I've got some more modern stuff, albeit based on, I guess, a sequel to an older point and click, but Beyond the Steel Sky. That was going for a good price on Amazon. It's like it's got a steelbook and digital soundtrack. So yeah, I thought I'd pick that up. I did get an old laptop not that long ago in order to play some of the older, you know, the point and click games. So I was going through Fate of Atlantis, like Indiana Jones, a couple of weeks back. So I'm trying to explore some of those titles again. So yeah, point and click, awesome stuff. This one's great fun. So like the latest Lego Star Wars game, where you've got like the 9 episodes. It started on, as you should do, on episode 4, and it's really good fun. Graphics are like awesome. All the scenes, all the characters, as with the Lego games, there's a real kind of comedic twist to absolutely everything. A lot of stuff to explore. You can either kind of rush through it, or you can take your time and collect loads of bits and make loads of machines or weapons, or collect your characters. I got it on Amazon, and I think you got like a download code. So I've got like Lando Calrissian, I think, on the code. Assuming that's him. Hopefully the code is his character, but we'll see. But Amazon royally screwed up, because I'd ordered this and a couple of the Evercade magazines, and it was meant to turn up. It was meant to turn up on the Thursday. It didn't. Albeit it said it was going to. It's like, it's going to turn up by 10, and you think by the time it gets to 8 o'clock, you think it's no way is it going to turn up, and it didn't. And then the next day on the Friday, 2 parcels. I had ×2 of everything. So I've given that away to a certain someone who knows that they're getting it, and another couple of Evercade mags. So probably we'll be doing, or maybe I'll do a giveaway on the Evercade mags, which is cool. This one I haven't even opened, and turned up yesterday, perhaps, like an Atlas game. 13 Sentinels. I don't think it's a new game. I think it's been out a few years. I might be wrong on that, but Atlas, again, I'm certainly no betting man or kind of investment banker, but they tend to at least hold their value, if not go up. So that was cool. What have we got next? So yeah, a few Master System titles. They're kind of complete, but not necessarily the best. The boxes are a bit rubbish, but I can kind of swap them over. I've got New Zealand Story. To be fair, they played that back in the day on the Specky and maybe my mate's Amiga. Tom and Jerry, which I think RetroRedSteve is a bit of a hankering for this one. So yeah, I thought I'd give that a bit of a shot. Taito game, Space Gun, which I know little about this. Frankly, think I might be a bit of a shooter, but I don't think maybe a bit of a run and gun. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll give that a go over the bank holes. This one was awesome on the Master System Challenge. It's popped up like Bomberade, and I managed to get a loose copy from Retro Hunter from out the back. I was like, "We've got the Master System Challenge. Have you got a copy?" Yeah, Ali's got bloody everything out the back, but thought I'd get a nice copy. Which eventually, after a bit of waiting, I found one for a good, fairly good price on eBay. As with all Master System games, they seem to have gone a bit crazy with prices. And then the next one, this because I picked up, maybe I'll come on to next month's pickups, but quite a pricey-ish Master System game, and it was on Marketplace. I thought it might be a bit dodge, and I basically said, look, I'm going to do PayPal, but not friends and family with the extra bit, just for a bit of security. And the guy was like, no, it's already included in the price, and that made it sound even like fishier. But the game, it took about a week, but the guy said that I thought it was a few excuses. It wasn't. He was like, work and I haven't managed to post it. I thought, this is dodge, but at least I'll be able to get my money back through PayPal. But the game did turn up. I'll talk about the next pickups because it was from this month. But the case was crap. It was shocking. So I went on eBay, did buy it now, looked for the cheapest possible game I could get, including P&P, with a good case, and it was Rampart. So yeah, the case is awesome. So I'm just going to switch them around, and then all is good. Again, I'm bouncing between systems, but trying to pick up some of the Turtles games for the GameCube. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All well and good. I think it was an eBay buy. This one I don't think it was a big game. Yeah, I think I was going to say, is it big game? I think it was an eBay one. And this one, I've heard like Typing of the Dead on the Dreamcast. Well, this one is a Japanese DS game, English of the Dead. And apparently it's all in English, so it should be, I haven't tried it, it should be all playable, but same kind of premise, but you've got to draw or write the letters as they pop up in order to take out the zombies. So a bit of a novelty game, really. I don't know if there's any, there is some stuff inside. It's fairly, see the game's inside, but there's also the manual, whatever that is, safety sticker, warranty. Who ruddy knows? So that piece, and then we're going to end on some game. But yeah, I'm still like a blooming geek going through the Game Boy stuff, like crazy, and they're a nightmare to open. So you just have to take my word for it. I've got Pinball of the Dead, Typing of the Dead, and obviously English of the Dead, and now Pinball of the Dead's maybe very good. I think that was on Andy UK Kraut's one of his videos about awesome GBA games. Turok Evolution, which I think is like a side-scrolling shooter. It's not like some of the other, well, obviously first-person 3D games that Turok normally is in. I remember the first one on it was the N64, I think, back in the day. But that looked pretty cool. I'll try and open this one. Quite jazzy, like Metal Slug, which is I think it's a specific Metal Slug. It's not like a port or anything, but one that they did for the GBA, so it's nicely tailored. Can't be asked to open it. Rockstar Games, Max Payne. No idea what that's like on the GBA, and that's surprising. This definitely was from one of Andy's vids. Run and Gun, Lilo and Stitch. It looks absolutely awesome. Yeah, I've dismissed this game, ignored it so many times, thinking it would just be a bit of a pants, no offence, but a bit of a childlike, typical Disney game. But it actually looks, it looks awesome. Then on to some Game Boy, and then we'll finish up. So yeah, I think I had Road Rash 2 earlier, didn't I, for the Mega Drive? Got Road Rash original for the obviously the original Game Boy. Total Carnage, bit of a Smash TV, bit of a vibe to it. Not too bad. Got a maybe bigger arena, top down kind of shooter. Haven't tried this yet. Konami Golf or Konamic Golf, Japanese kart. This must have been cheap. Game Boy Color game, Championship Motocross 2003. A very good year for motocross games. Ready to Rumble. Could be really bad. Might be okay. You never know. Get these in the right order because these two I bought from the same individual. Already got the first one, but Choplifter 2 and Choplifter 3. Yeah, nothing can go wrong. I like those kind of basic premise games, taking out little stickman enemies and all that stuff. So it should be pretty good. Another one I haven't tried. It's a bit of a running theme today with Konami games. Then Intergalactic Ninja, again just eBay. I'm stalking on eBay at the moment. Just look for sort by Game Boy. See what's coming up in the middle of the night. Some people unfortunately put stuff to end. Fortunately for them, a bit out of hours and even some in hours stuff, and just kind of grab what I can. This one looks pretty cool. Alien vs Predator. So a few of these, if I get a chance, I've started to through the Game Boy player for the GameCube, start to kind of capture some footage. So with these ones as well, I'll go through again maybe over the Easter weekend, try and get some footage down. I thought I had this one, but unfortunately I didn't. It must have been another one in the series, but Game & Watch Gallery 2. I think it was like 3 or 4, but one of my very first pickups over a year ago now. I did one of them. Got one of them. And then finally, Game Boy, or Game Boy Advance, the first one. But yeah, a few kind of boxed. This one was just cheap. It might be rubbish. It might be cheap because it's a rubbish, but it looks a bit of a strategy type game, but like Mech Platoon. Got a bit of an Advance Wars vibe to it, which I really like Advance Wars. So if it is anything like that, then cool. If it's a pile of crap, then at least I got a nice box protector with the box itself. But condition wise, it's fairly decent. Obviously the GBA is a fair bit newer than the original Game Boy, so you expect by and large the cardboard to be a bit better. These three, so I'm trying to. They're not all kind of launch titles. Well, one of them certainly is, but trying to get the early kind of Game Boy games, but like box. Obviously, I've got most of them loose, a lot with manuals. But now again, I'm stalking eBay, just trying to find decent price ones. And if you bought the Game Boy, then typically you didn't get the you got Tetris with it, but you didn't get the box with it, unless you bought a bit of a later variant that didn't have Tetris, maybe had another game in there, then you may have picked this up. But yeah, so I had to get Tetris. Really nice condition of this one. You have to slightly take my word for it because they are in protected boxes, which, let's be frank, does make them appear even nicer than they are. But these are really in really good condition. Never use the word mint because I don't think I haven't got any mint stuff at all, but it's in a very nice condition. And bit of golf, but you know what that game's all about, or how it plays. I'm sure most of you have played it, but cracking little, so simple but really just playable. Funky little game. And the final one, Alleyway. So I think I need just a couple more now for the. I need Mario Land. Is one of them. I think I might need Baseball. I think that might be one of the other UK. In different territories, they released different titles. In Japanese, they had like a bit of Japanese only release. US had some which we got later, but I think Baseball might be another one that I need. And that's it. I've got a bit longer than I thought. I said to my wife I'd be about 20 minutes. We're now running about 30 minutes, but we're all good. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have an awesome bank holiday. Cheers again if you voted within YouTube of the month, then massive thank you. But even if you didn't and you're just kind of watching and supporting the channel and some of the silly crap that I get up to, then yeah, that's equally appreciated. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.